All right, here we go. Bowman's Best 1996-97 basketball. Most importantly, there is a refractor and atomic refractor in each box. So I think we're going to get at least 2 refractors and 1 atomic. It's just a matter of who it is. Chase cards seem to be Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. So 24 packs, here it goes. All right. First pack. New Jersey net there. Is that Jason Kidd? No, Sean Bradley. All right. These are slightly stuck together due to age. So what do we have here? Donald Whiteside, Cedric Sabalas. I didn't even see these guys in the checklist. Tony Delk. Brian Evans, Arvydas Sabonis, and Sean Bradley. Pack number 2. All right, little insert here, Grant Hill Retro. That's cool. Hakeem Olajuwon, Christian Laettner, another Hakeem. Got a Joe Dumars. Oh, this is a Hakeem, which is kind of like a see-through one. That's cool. And then Kevin Garnett. And Tony McDyess on the back, Joe Smith on the front. So we got Joe Smith, Eldon Campbell, Kerry Kittles rookie, Jason Kidd on the Suns, Antonio McDyess, and Dennis Rodman. And I don't think we've seen any refractors or anything yet. Kenny Anderson. All right, what do we got? Zadrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas. Oh, here's a Ray Allen rookie. That's a good one. Ray Allen regular rookie. Jerry Stackhouse. Loy Vaught. John Wallace. And then the Kenny Anderson. All right, Jerome Williams. Jerome Williams, Clarence Weatherspoon, Michael Finley, B.J. Armstrong, Chris Webber, and Charles Barkley. All right, I'm gonna leave that one for now. All very difficult to open. Otis Thorpe, Marcus Camby, all right, Marcus Camby retro, Gary Payton, Jim Jackson, Glenn Rice. Oh, that's the, I think that's a refractor right there. Yeah. So a Glenn Rice refractor. And I don't think that's an atomic. It might be, but it's definitely a refractor. Derek Dampier and Otis Thorpe. All right, so we got one of our funky refractors, Glenn Rice. And we got a Ray Allen rookie. So those are two of the highlights. Chris Webber, retro. Got a Tim Hardaway there. All right, let's start this. So we got a Chris Webber retro. Oh, Allen Iverson rookie. That's a good one too. And that's a regular, but that's an Allen Iverson rookie. Put that to the side. Tim Hardaway, Larry Johnson. Oh, nice. This is a good Michael Jordan one. Michael Jordan base, but collectible. Number 80. Nice. And Dana Barros. All right, so there's a couple hits already, but we want that refractor of Mr. Kobe Bryant. All right, Jerry Stackhouse retro. Jerry Stackhouse retro. Glenn Rice base card goes with that refractor. Marcus Camby, David Robinson, that's a good one. Eric Dampier, and Otis Thorpe. All right, we're getting there, not halfway through. Phoenix Sun, Danny Manning, Shaquille O'Neal retro, Samaki Walker, Shaquille O'Neal base, Jamal Mashburn, Danny Manning, and Dikembe Mutombo. All right. I see a Juwan Howard retro. Vin Baker. Glenn Robinson. Joe Smith. Joe Smith, Dennis Rodman, Antonio McDyess. All right, we got a Grant Hill base card. Patrick Ewing retro. Brian Steeth. Grant Hill. Horace Grant, Vitaly Potapenko, John Stockton, Brian Steeth, and Grant Hill. And that's the Patrick Ewing as well. Allen Iverson retro. Look how young he looks. That's probably worth something. John Wallace retro. Glenn Rice goes with the other two Glenn Rices. Marcus Camby. Detlef Schrempf. And David Robinson. All right, we're getting down to about 8 or 10 more packs. We have gotten one refractor, which I think is a super refractor, and no atomic refractor. But we should be getting one of each here. Joe Smith retro. Hakeem Olajuwon. Christian Laettner. Roy Rogers Jr., Kevin Garnett, and Joe Dumars. Jermaine O'Neal on the back, Dino Raja on the front. We got the retro, Bobby Phills, Greg Anthony, Doug Christie, Tyrone Hill, and Jermaine O'Neal.